Welcome to your magic moon message. This is the peace dealer. All right. Let me show you my inconsistency. I haven't really been hitting the gym, guys. I mean, I've been working out here and there, but I haven't done pull-ups in forever. So let me just show you. I could probably still do the same, like two barely, but hold on. I could do more if it's like this, but I'm gonna do the harder grip. Show me your moves. Pretty sure I almost pulled my leg right there. Anyway, yes. I swear, every time I do shit like this, boom, here goes some gym bro. Just doing like 6 pull-ups in a row. And then they do those pull-ups where they go over the bar, and then they do, it's like, all right, motherfucker, whatever. That's not even a pull-up anymore. Anyway, Moon in Scorpio. Suddenly, you know what I'm talking about. They do all these tricks on the pull-up bar. Like, just do a regular pull-up, dude. Like, you have to do all this extra shit. What the fuck is this? How you start moonwalking on the pull-up with your hands? I don't even get that. Anyway, we are manifesting this Libra transit. You know what I forgot I have? Because I guess I don't use it. I forgot I had this. And I forgot I had this. I forgot that I can brush my beard, which is weird, right? Like, I didn't forget brushes exist, but I just forgot I could be doing that. So I'm going to use this moon message to brush my hair and my beard. Okay? And maybe, just maybe, I will do this every day. I won't. But maybe I can convince myself to make this habitual and actually discipline myself in order to do this every day. I won't do no such thing. But I can believe I will, and I will. In fact, I will. I'm going to push myself to do it tomorrow. Maybe. The rest of today. That being said, y'all, the moon is making a 30 to 60 degree angle with the sun in Libra. It's getting dark. It's getting deep. All right. So this Taurus signature is manifesting what? Cardinal Libra power. So it's like the new moon in Libra, we stepped into the social function. Let's say it's a debate, right? And now the moon in Scorpio, we're coming into a deeper, intangible, psychological understanding of where everyone's psyche is at relative to who we're dealing with, what we're pushing forward, and relative to Libra as an interpersonal relationship dynamic, as a function, as a cardinal social function, right? This now carries forth the fixed nature of manifesting cardinality. Okay, so cardinality is going to apply mutability. We have a perspective, and we manifest that perspective by taking action towards that perspective. Like, wow, this B word is talking shit. I think I'm going to smack this B word. That's my perspective. I think I analyze, maybe I'm going to smack this B word, and then, pow, I smack the B, I smack this benevolent, B for benevolent individual, okay? You B word, you benevolent individual, bow, okay, boo. Now, fixed energy manifests cardinality, right? If I'm brushing my hair, I can decide to add more energy, to how hard I'm brushing my hair. That was a horrible example. So the cardinality is now manifesting the energy that strengthens the quality of the power and the direction you're moving into. Okay, so classic example is when you turn on a fan, when you turn on a TV. As you can see, this fan, you see that you can hear the TV, but you can see this fan. This fan, in turning on the fan, you turn power on. What does that power do? The turning on of the power generates energy. And then the energy generated in the fan produces an effect. What is the effect the energy produces? Boom. Mutable air. So that's why I like cardinal sign seasons. It restores the order, right? We're activating Libra with the new moon. We're manifesting the depth of wisdom that psychoanalyzes how much deeper we can engage with who we're engaging with and what kind of wisdom we are also understanding that adds to the potency of these social functions, of this intellect. Remember, Libra is also applied intellect, right? So now we're manifesting the wisdom that helps us understand deeper this applied intellect. Then we're going to produce the effect, Moon in Sagittarius. This wisdom is going to express inner light. We're going to have, through this wisdom, a higher perspective. And that higher perspective is going to seek to finish activating this new Moon in Libra cycle. Let's put it together. Now we know that Libra is a superpower, applied intellect through a social function. We know that Scorpio is wisdom, and Virgo's analysis leads to Scorpio's psychoanalysis. That's what allows the Scorpio moon, Virgo sun to be the birth date of the CIA, right? The CIA in its very nature is very analytical and psychoanalytical. But that being said, we are coming into a psychoanalytical understanding of these new superpowers we're manifesting. Oh, by the way, we're activating new superpowers. We do it every year, Libra season. This is activating superpowers in the form of bridging more connections with people, applying more intellect, doing more with people, changing your interpersonal relationship disposition or your social disposition. So, of course, because the sun is still opposite Neptune, we're harvesting and breaking through this reimagination of our character and how well we bridge that, of course, with other people. The nature of this Libra season is continuing to be unique in that we have Uranus in Gemini and Pluto in Aquarius. In fact, the moon in Scorpio starts off squaring Pluto in Aquarius. And we have this unique yod with Neptune in Aries and Uranus in Gemini, both yachting Mars and the moon in Scorpio. So one, this is definitely going to make you horny. Two, this is definitely going to bring at a head power conflicts, especially relative to the collective with Pluto and Aquarius, and then the society, the social energy with the moon and Mars in Scorpio. How the actions, and I would say more how the trust issues that arise relative to who you subscribe, what societies, communities you subscribe to, and what in your general area has you either fit in place or out of the box, relative to any narrative, because it doesn't have to apply to anything specific versus a general two-way specific energy at play. That, of course, Mars and Pluto squaring is nuclear. Boom. That being said, the moon now that is simultaneously completing its Pluto transit to Aquarius, but manifesting its sun transit to Libra, is activating this quality of transformation. And that's what's going to make this innovation of our mindset and reimagination of our character, Uranus and Gemini, Neptune and Aries, really feel specific in nature, really give us a pinpointed understanding of how deeply and purely we are in this position to not only understand more how what's happening is happening, why what's happening is happening, but now also how we are strengthening this new cycle and pushing forward. Because remember, once the moon goes into Sagittarius, now that we've stepped in the direction with Libra, we're strengthening this deeper understanding, and that's going to provide a higher perspective. We're going to apply that higher perspective, move the moon into Capricorn, and begin to integrate how we apply this higher perspective, and now really, integrate more of a foundation that supports and balances this sense of balance in Libra, and these decisions we'll be making. Hence, Libra is also the Justice card. So you can look forward to deeper revelation that will spark in very uncanny ways, that will unconventionally lead you to even deeper realizations that don't necessarily have to align with linear methods or deductive or inductive reasoning, right? Not to say that you won't have deductive or inductive reasoning. It could also, help that or support that. But yeah, just look forward to that. Scorpio is the fixed continuation of Cancer. And so this is going to represent intense emotions, fixed emotions. The function of feeling is Cancer. So I can feel happy, but I can then feel as happy as I can be. That's Scorpio. Because it's not that the actual feeling of happiness is Scorpio, but the quality of what I'm feeling is Scorpio. So like the actual feeling, like the emotion of happiness is actually Pisces. It's good, but my capacity to feel happy, that's a Cancer function. Now the quality of that emotion, I'm gonna do this again. Yeah, I can feel happy, but what's the quality of my happiness? Is it like I'm happy, yay, or is it I'm so happy, yeah, like you can feel it. You can feel the difference in intensity, right? So the knob, that's why Scorpio is such a big deal. The quality, the shared emotion, right? Because I can feel a certain way, but then I'm in a social situation where my feelings are connecting with your feelings, and I have to trust you in order to be naked with you and have sex. Hence, all the epithets of Scorpio being sex, intimacy, death. This is now the depth of feeling. But now, how are we manifesting and adjusting and understanding the quality of how we're driving this function and how this manifests this social disposition, how it adds deeper psychological strength to now the application of our intellect in these social dispositions, functions, however, whatever the word is, and how we're actively manifesting these superpowers. So when the moon goes into Sagittarius, you're going to understand the vision of what these new superpowers look like. And this is where you're going to start to really register a supernatural quality and dynamic of how you're expressing these new superpowers in social situations with other people, whether telepathically with yourself or actually socially with other people. And that's where, for the first time ever in your life, you're going to see the influence of Uranus in Gemini, Pluto in Aquarius, Neptune in Aries. And now that Mars is squaring said Pluto with the moon, this is going to really help you understand where you could take this intensity and how we have completed this first cycle of the transit. All right. By the time Mars, Mercury, Venus go back in Aquarius, we're going to understand much more extremely how this, will activate a new cycle of this. But regardless, still really cool, especially now with Venus polishing up the habits we've mastered over the past 30 days with the Sun in Virgo. So should be pretty cool. And not only that, it's really going to challenge how much you're willing to take everything that we've activated and sowed the seeds for and now provide and understand deeper layers, which is going to be another nature of this. So this could be like Mean Girls, one of the best movies ever to ever exist, right? I know, but like the new moon in Libra is like you coming into that lunchroom, the cafeteria, right? And you're seeing all these different social groups. And then the moon in Scorpio is now giving you the secret sauce. Oh, those are the jocks. Those are the plastics. Right? Like you're coming into deeper social nuances of this new disposition, place, dynamic relationships that you're currently activating in your existing partnerships and in new partnerships. Because remember, you are breaking through the unlocking of supernatural aspects of this unlockable character you're going to begin to play once we step into the new world, which consists of new hardware and, of course, new software, Saturn and Neptune and Aries, and new graphics. All right, Uranus and Gemini. I'm sorry, this is crazy. So yes, this is gonna be fun. Wait till the moon goes into Sagittarius. It's gonna be even wilder, and look forward to very unexpected revelations that may be unofficial or official, that might transform a whole lot of what's being said, what's being reported. But most importantly, this is going to really reveal deeper wisdom around how much you've grown, what you're breaking through, and how you will immediately begin to apply that relative to how you relate interpersonally with others, and most importantly with yourself. I'll see you next Magic Moon message, and until next time,